Hello Arcadia and welcome to Politi-Corner. I'm Kevin Wu and I'm joined by APN senior political analysts.
Today, we're covering the national, state, and local results of the 2020 election.
As a note, all of our results are based on November 5th's afternoon updates.
As it stands now, what was supposed to be a landslide for Biden has turned into an absolute mess. The remaining key battleground states are Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, all of which could go either way. Running through them quickly, Arizona, which has been called by Fox and AP for Biden, though Trump may be able to pull through by the skin of his teeth. Pennsylvania and Georgia are under heavy contention. Should Biden be able to pull Pennsylvania under his belt, his victory is assured. Georgia, where Trump leads by less than 2,000 votes, in a very narrow margin. However, there are pathways for either candidate to pull ahead. All Biden needs to do is hold his Nevada and Arizona states and flip Georgia, or ditch the three altogether and take Pennsylvania. Trump needs to hold on to both Georgia and Pennsylvania before going on to take Arizona or Nevada. Trump is forging his own path, though, issuing lawsuits across battleground states and opening up the possibility to swing the election to the House by the use of faithless electors, or even by the elevation of his ongoing judicial cases to the Supreme Court. By his own son's words, Trump is going to fight until the bitter end. We may not even know where the true results are for a few weeks as everything works itself out. We can only pray that we can recover from this.
Congress is also facing a heated competition during this 2020 election. The Democrats will most likely keep control of the House, even though Republicans may win back about 5 seats. Our own Congresswoman, Judy Chu, was re-elected as expected in her reliably blue district. However, in the Senate, the race is much more tighter, as Republicans are maintaining a slight lead. The victory of Susan Collins in Maine has played a major role in narrowing chances of a Democratic Senate, but Liberals have won significant victories by flipping both Arizona and Colorado. Georgia is highly contested, with Raphael Warnock and Kelly Loeffler advancing to a runoff election in January due to neither of them securing a majority vote. The other seat, however, will probably go to Republican David Perdue, but there's the possibility of another runoff occurring. If both seats go to Democrats, this could result in a 50-50 split in the Senate, making the presidential race much more important, since the vice president breaks ties in the Senate. Now Lawrence is here with state election results.
Although votes are still being counted in California, it is clear that progressive efforts in the state suffered this year. Overall, Propositions 14, 17, 19, 22, and 24 were passed, whereas Props 15, 16, 18, 20, 21, 23, and 25 were defeated. Notably, the effort to reintroduce affirmative action through Prop 16 failed by a massive 12% margin, and a similar loss was handed to Prop 18, which would have given voting rights to certain eligible 17-year-olds during a general election. California voters also decided to reject more state regulation of part-time work companies like Uber and DoorDash by approving Prop 22. Finally, while cash bail remained standing, with Prop 25's defeat, Democrats scored victories through the approval of parolee suffrage and privacy law enhancement. We go to Kevin for local election results.
In contrast with the state being less progressive this year, LA has continued to remain blue and has even embraced a more progressive stance. To no one's surprise, Ed Chow, Arcadia's current state assemblyman, won re-election again in solidly Democratic South San Gabriel Valley. Due to the Black Lives Matter protests, the LA District Attorney race between social justice reformer George Gascon and incumbent Jackie Lacey is hotly contested since more attention has been placed on Lacey's questionable record as a 2-term prosecutor for Los Angeles. So far, George Gascon is leading Jackie Lacey by 8 percentage points. Measure J was also passed this week with 50% of the vote. The measure dedicates at least 10% of county's budget solely for community programs and alternatives to imprisonment. All in all, this election has truly been a roller coaster ride with dramatic changes, plot twists, and contested races everywhere. Big thanks to my fellow APM panelists for helping me report this historic election. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay sane, Arcadia.